One of my biggest goals for this Glow Up Challenge is to learn a new language. How cool would it be to go into a different country and completely converse with the locals and get good things and understanding? So amazing. So amazing. And I don't want to learn it just casually. I want to reach a B1 fluency level by the end of this year, which will be in about 4 months of recording this. So I better get to work. I'm learning German. I'm an engineer. I feel like I have to learn German. It'll be so cool to work abroad, but getting to that level is going to be pretty hard without some discipline. Today, I'm going to be sharing what I've been learning, the tools I've been using, and the habits I've been implementing to actually stick to the goal. Let's get into it. I'm going to talk about my motivation. I mentioned earlier, I really want to get a job in a German-speaking country. I think it would be really cool. But also meeting new people and learning experiences is so much better when you can do it through the language of the country. People like Xiaomao, a content creator who is a polyglot and typically films his interactions with people all over the world speaking their language. That's so inspiring, and I want to be able to have that same ability. Though at a slower rate, I'm not that smart. So my current methods are: method 1, invest in a tutor. Now, it's all good to use all the free options out there, but I found that investing in a tutor that can focus on what I am struggling with and work together so that I can really pinpoint where I need to work on has been a game changer. I'm using Preply and my tutor has been absolutely amazing. And I find that having someone to work with has allowed me to understand grammar in more ways than if I was to just use an app. But talking about apps, method 2, install some app. Obviously, we all know about Duolingo. I've got a horrible streak. I'm quite obsessed, but I just can't stop. But having an app and even changing my phone settings to be in the language that I'm trying to learn allows me to immerse such a huge part of my life, which is my phone, into the language that I'm trying to learn. By method 3, which also relates to method 2, is Immersion. So my phone is a big part of my life. I think it's a big part of everyone's life. We use it most of our time of the day. But surround yourself with shows, music, audios, and even books. You're going to find yourself really struggling to understand. But unless you don't give yourself the challenge, you're never going to reach the potential I know that I and you can achieve. Once you get over that initial awkwardness of trying to figure out what Google Maps is saying in your language, make sure you know where your settings are, then you're good to go. Method 4, shadowing. I struggle with pronunciation at times, so I've been shadowing wherever I hear so I can practice pronunciation and also grow confidence in how I speak. So whenever I can, especially when I'm alone, I try and speak it as much as possible. It helps me feel more confident and less embarrassed, especially if I do finally meet someone. And my 5th is find a language exchange partner. Sites like Tandem and Hello Talk help you chat to native speakers who are also learning your language too, so it's a win-win situation. I just want to mention that language learning isn't a straight line. I've actually been learning German since I was in secondary school. I'm being as active as I can of what time allows me. And some days you're going to feel great, and some days are going to be really bad. But remember, consistency over perfection. I think this has been a mantra of my channel, and I'm going to keep going and preaching it. So I want to know, what language are you learning? Or which language you want to learn? Drop it in the comments and we can cheer each other up and give each other tips. This is an open community. I love to hear what you guys have to offer. Und danke fürs Zuschauen. I hope I said that right. Rate my speaking. I could use all the criticism. Cheers!